Street Fighter 2 V. Gonna burn some muscle.
Burn it at both ends. I like the fire causing mayhem. I'm not tired, I've been waiting. I'm not forsaken. I'm my own and I'm jaded. Energy comes from my hatred. Call me the villain, cause I be killing. I got no feeling, I've been dealing with all my demons. I like to feed them, they be chilling, yeah they be screaming. I can hear them in my mind, they just wanna find any fight, any reason.
Dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
Adrenaline is surging, ain't no serving. I'm the king, bring me everything that I've ever wanted, that I need. I believe I could be anything, watch me. Give me a second to blow, give me a second to grow. Be at the top of the show, be at the top like a pro. I flip the switch, different mode. No, they ain't laughing, no joke, cause I attack when they won't.
Welcome to the dark side, there ain't no place to hide. All your fears are electrified. Welcome to the hard side, where it's all do or die. We're the shadow to the light. I can feel it in my bones. I'm addicted to the thirst. I ain't never letting go, even when it hurts. This is my curse.
want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience for your love with a cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration, beat in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring to their knees. No pain for their disease. Just like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip cards into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we
What is
want
like you feel it's supposed to be your
retribution.
character?
Oh yeah, we want retribution.
None. But I mean, I'll go into it later. I just have a different picture for him. But
Oh, what's your picture? Oh man.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I'm not going based off of pictures necessarily. I'm just coming up with quotes that I think could be attributed to the character.
Yeah,
Mm.
thank
I
God.
think
he
that one
hasn't
looks like
done
Heath
it
Ledger
yet.
and Tom Holland had a baby.
Oh, okay.
I could go with lower right. I just hate the chadness of the hair and everything.
Thank God I haven't been done.
You'll
Oh,
get
that's
there.
later.
You're
Yeah,
next.
yeah,
You're next.
you'll get there. But yeah, no, that's why I put in there like questionable life choices. You know, so, I thought it was funny that one of them tried to give you a meme. If you take
Which
a look
one?
at if you take a look at the bottom,
Yeah,
right one for
Caucasian
you,
fighter.
Oh, yeah.
they tried to get the AI tried to give you a meme. It spelled out Caucasian fighter enough, but then the rest of it is just like it made sense to the AI.
Wins
Wines Astili Laundry. Oh, that's what it is. It's what was it from Jersey Shore? Was it Jim something Laundry?
Beats me. Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't watch Jersey Shore.
Well, for the most part, neither did I. But or Jim Can Laundry, GTL. They had this the guy called The Situation. Anyway, he used to talk about his GTL, Jim Tan Laundry.
Gotcha. Okay, I think I get where you're going with that. All right, so we are back. We are live once again. And just before we begin, please note, in the month of February, starting as of the 2nd, with our first game back, Ashland by Night, we're going to be doing a fundraiser for Control-Alt-Delete. So if anybody can donate, please do. The link will be live as of that point. Haven't decided on the total we're going to try to raise, but obviously any money that you donate to this cause is be perfect. We don't see a dime. It all goes directly to them. And Control-Alt-Delete is we've actually done work with them before. They are a local charity here that helps people escape domestic violence. So definitely a worthy cause, and they're they continue to escalate the people that they help and the money that they use. So everything's going to a great cause. And also to note, if you end up donating, players are excluded from this. If you're not a player, but you decide to donate $10 or more, that will allow you to give the player of your choice a free success. Now that isn't a success like in most of the games we play where it just adds to what they have. It means whatever action that they were attempting to do or whatever issue that they were attempting to overcome in the story for that particular scene, they succeed. So that could be very helpful, depending on the circumstance. So and it is something that they can bank. It doesn't have to be something you have to watch for and hope it pops up. So that should be fun. No, family members are not excluded. It just can't be you. They can't be in one of the games.
Wait, so can we win a fight based off of Control Alt Delete?
That you cannot win a fight based off of Control Alt Delete, but it does mean, like, for that, I don't know why you'd want to do it for that particular instance, but I would allow that your move went off first.
All right.
So
My kids are about to get 10s.
it's like, Daddy needs a new car. Okay, so anyways, so does somebody want to give us a recap from last game? We don't have to go blow by blow.
I wasn't about to do that. So last fight was our first big tournament. I'm just scanning through the fights here. So Waru fought a Salat member and lost. Yosef won a Wushu fighter and won with a double hit kick. I went 14 rounds against a Muay Thai fighter, and he dragon punched my lights out. Evie fought an MMA fighter and beat him with a flying thrust kick.
Oof.
Barely.
Yeah, but barely. But that last move did 8 damage, so
That
Yeah.
counted. It's the Hail Mary move at the end.
And then various NPC fights. Harry McNeil loses to Jen Coonan. Turns out Jen's a fire elemental. And now we've both lost Harry McNeil, so we bonded over that. We have potential extended contracts with GSEN for more fights. Jen and Evie caught up in the locker room. Apparently, Jen's mom went missing
A while ago. A
while back.
She's the daughter of Ansley McCormick, right?
Yep.
Who's another known MMA or known Street Fighter.
Jen's biological father tried to find her to capitalize on her fame, and we have an invite to go visit her if we're in Florida.
Nice.
Yep, she's training out of the Y.
Okay, that was a good recap. Leaves us off to where we're going to pick up, which is the next day. Everybody recovering from their bumps and bruises from a night of colossal fights and high adrenaline dumps.
We did not do Renown.
Oh, we did not.
Oh,
We did
yeah.
not do Glory or Renown last game.
I thought I did that. We also need to do. We didn't do XP though, did we?
We
did.
did.
Yeah,
We did
It was
XP for the
5
month, but we didn't do Renown because not everybody stayed through the end of the
Yeah.
game.
That's right. Okay, I could have swore we did that. I
I was
No,
going to
we didn't
record
do
Derek,
Renown
but
that
Derek
time.
had to go,
okay.
which means I guess I still need to record Derek's. But
Yeah, with Derek not being here. Let me grab the book then real fast.
that's my first loss.
Oops. No, I think I'm probably going the right way. Here we go. Renown. Okay, so anybody who did not strike a dizzied opponent, +1 honor, +1 glory. Take you to turn to pose and show off, +1 glory.
Hold on, slow down.
Fine.
I can look back to the blow by blow moves and sort these out. But showboating is what? 1 glory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Striking a dizzied opponent, -1 honor. Which I don't believe anybody did
I think
that.
anybody did that.
Knocking a dizzied opponent unconscious, definitely didn't happen. Nobody challenged a higher ranked Street Fighter. or accepted a challenge. I should say nobody challenged a higher ranked Street Fighter. Nobody challenged a lower ranked Street Fighter. Nobody defeated a higher ranked Street Fighter or defeated a significantly higher ranked Street Fighter. No one got beaten by either of that category either. No one defeated an opponent in fewer than 3 turns. Winning a match, +1 glory. Losing a match, -1 glory.
Sigh.
To all of you who used a firearm, -1 permanent honor and 1 permanent glory.
Darn.
But I won.
Yeah.
But I won. Striking an opponent held by somebody else. No one did that. Performing more than 3 blocks in a row. No one did that either. Losing because you fought honorably. No one did that. Beating multiple opponents. No one did that. Losing, using a maneuver to which your opponent has a vulnerability in rapid succession, such as multiple leg sweeps. No one did that. No one got the chance to. Defeating an opponent without taking damage. Survey says, meh. I keep forgetting I've got that. Here we go. Survey says, meh. Okay, so that's it. So whatever is applicable is what will.
Looks like Evie got 2 glory.
I got 3.
I evened out. I showboated, but I also lost the fight. So
I'm on the board with 1 glory, 1 honor.
1 honor
and
and 3 glory.
There's Waru. Derek is pretty mad about his ice blast.
You'd say he was salty.
A couple of you got stuck at that with that.
It was nice to meet him, though.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. All right. So now that we have the renown out of the way, okay. So it is the next day at this point. I don't know if everybody is going to train, pick up and train, or just call it and rest up.
I am going to take a rest day.
Okay.
And basically work on things around the ranch.
So you're not leaving your room then, is what you're saying.
I will eventually. Did Abe go back to the U.S.?
Yeah, eventually, yeah. He eventually he took off.
Cool. Yeah, and basically I'll laze it up, but after that I'll get up and go do the normal books and add the winnings to the pot, pay bills, and yeah, basically that's it.
Okay. Pardon me. So I take it everybody else is doing something similar then, or are you actually going to work out, or just?
Joseph is taking a rest day after that beating, but his rest day is more on the lines of doing research on Billy Walker. See what else he can find out.
Okay, sure.
Dylan is going to take a rest day. He's going to chill by the hot tub, by the pool, and just hang out.
Listen to
some tune. What? We don't have a pool? What?
So, unfortunately, the pool right now does not work.
Oh.
Sorry.
So what they've done in lieu of that, because everybody's been penny pinching, it doesn't circulate water, so they have to drain it and refill it every so often. But they get those above ground pools and just dump a garden hose into it.
Fair enough.
It works.
It works.
So it's not hot.
Just swim in circles.
Yeah.
So you just have to be careful getting in and out. You obviously don't want to play around with it too much because then you're going to wind up being like Dewey Crow from Justified and spring a leak.
No, yeah.
I want to
Yep.
get in contact with my guy. I'm sorry, Dave, you're still going?
Nope, I'm done.
Okay,
Okay.
so you're in the pool. And your guy, so your hacker?
My contact, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd given him the books.
Yep. So I mean, have we given him a name yet? That sounds like a big no.
Shane Santoro.
Okay, Shane Santoro.
No, just I had to find the right note page.
Okie doke. Let me get that written down here real quick. Shane Santoro. John Huntsman. There we go. Okay, so you contact him back. He picks up and he says, "Go for Shane."
Hey, it's John. Want to see how the work was going.
Oh, I was figuring you probably would have been sleeping in longer or something, given everything that happened last night.
I mean, you know how hard it is to sleep on bruises?
Funny, I don't actually. But yeah, so I've got, at least from what I can tell, most of this put together. I'm pretty certain I've got this this figured out. But these are if I'm looking at this correctly, these are a lot of deals where money has been changing hands with a lot of big business players here in Sydney, Australia. Got a couple of entries I don't know, so I'm gonna have to poke around because they're using some sort of code word or something for, whoever that person is. But yeah, I mean there's a lot here.
So what I want to do, I want to give this guy his books back and see if he'll leave us alone. But I want to have this copy of just in case he tries to pull some shit.
Do you think that's wise? I mean, yeah, I mean I can make a copy. That obviously that's not a problem.
Well, I mean, I don't know. But I don't think he's going to leave us alone until he thinks this is resolved.
But in the movies, don't they typically kill the people that know about this sort of thing?
That's why I have a backup.
But then that just puts you back in the same situation, right? Where you still kind of know too much, and
I'm not a criminal mastermind. Okay, I got punched in the teeth.
Hey, I'm not either, man. I'm good with numbers, and getting onto OnlyFans for free. But
hey, I just figured out how we could get the ranch more money.
No,
No.
not happening. That's not the claim to fame I want.
he says, "Wait, you're not gonna pose for like OnlyFans, are you? I didn't think you were that kind of guy. Plus, it's more of a chicks market, I think."
No. But maybe I think there's like a justforfeet.com, and I got like size 13s over here. So,
Oh God.
Oh, okay. Moving along, that's going to take a while to wash out of my brain.
Keep at it. I'll check in with you once I
Right
have a
free.
plan.
All right. Just let me know when you need it. I'll put it down on like a thumb drive or something for you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Click. So, Colin, you are trying to do research on what's his name?
Billy Walker.
Billy
He's
Walker.
trying to figure out anything that we don't know beside.
Why don't you
Oh,
give me? Why don't you
yeah.
give me a intelligence and investigations check?
Intelligence and investigation. Could I be streetwise for that?
No,
Damn.
because you're trying to do it via computer.
Ah.
You're not trying to go out like on the street and ask the common Joe, which
Okay.
would
fair
be
enough.
more obvious if you did it that way.
Yeah, fair enough. 3 successes.
Okay, not too shabby. Of your 3 dice, all of them came up good. So the only things you come up with article wise in like the newspaper, and this is over time, it's not necessarily anything recent, but the papers have got it listed that like he's been in and out of hot water with the local police for obvious reasons. They think he's doing something illicit, but he always seems to beat the rap. He's got good lawyers, whatever have you. So he tends to generate some negative PR that way. But there's been no convictions.
He also just leans back and sighs before he. Is it possible I can try and contact that one guy he kind of intimidated to work for him as a contact? To basically,
you would have to reach. You probably have to talk to Evie and see if Evie could reach out to her other boyfriend.
her other boyfriend. So Abe.
No,
the other one. Who's
Okay.
not the only one with
Yeah.
the table?
The other one that beat her
It
with
act
a
like she was
shovel.
sleeping around. She wasn't. She only slept with one guy.
The other one he beat. The other one she got beaten with a shovel with. Okay.
yes,
I was thinking because I could probably pay the one I intimidated.
well,
To
you
do
don't have
some
his
fuck
contact information,
All right.
so there's
No,
that.
I gotta go look up his name because I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Because I'm willing to try and get as much as I
Mickey,
can.
that's his name. Mickey Taylor.
Mickey Taylor.
He's the one that gave us Sarah's parents' address.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, I'll have Yosef reach out to Evie and basically just ask her to reach out to Mickey and just say that, hey, I'm willing to pay him to poke out Billy Walker, as my attempts were just shit we already know that he's been in and out of cops.
Okay.
Well, I thought we already knew a lot about Billy Walker. Like, I mean, that's as much as I think he knows.
Yeah, but I'm willing to pay for him to start snooping around.
I'm pretty sure we don't need to pay for that.
Oh, right. Because all he just needs to do is come down to the ranch for you.
Yeah, are you shaming me? We can go there because I have a healthy libido.
I still remember that.
You know what? At least I'm getting some.
Well, if he
Just
would have
saying.
chased off all the girls, we'd have all been getting some.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. So you want me to reach out to Mickey and ask him more information about Billy Walker that we
I'm more asking for him to snoop around about Billy. Hence why I was offering to pay.
what kind of pay are you offering?
What I have on person of what I didn't spend from the last fight.
That doesn't tell me much.
About 20 about 525
How much?
100
$2,500?
about 500 2500 up front.
You really think that's worth the
About
information?
20
Why don't you get like a? Can I be there? Sorry, I realized I wasn't there.
Well, he
that-
went and found me. He just said he got a hold of her, but I'll just say I intercepted you somewhere.
That's fine. I'm not too picky about the details.
That's
All
fine.
right. So why don't you hire an actual PI with that money?
I feel like that would go better.
All right.
I don't want Mickey. Look, as much as of a connection I had with him, I don't want any more connection with him than I need to when sniffing around this Billy Walker fellow. I feel like he will reach out to me if he might hear something on the grapevine. We already sort of have that agreement.
All right.
So not to not support your idea, but I just think that I think a PI would be more of an investment with that kind of money if that's what you're really looking for.
Yeah, because all I found was just things we already knew from articles.
Yeah, I don't know how much 2,500 is going to go. I will help pitch in with that, but we also have to understand that there's the strong possibility that he could have a number of people in his pocket.
I have an idea.
Including PIs.
My thing was just
Yeah. Oh,
We
sorry.
might be able to get someone who already works for him to flip. So we have a list of, we have most of a list of transactions, right?
right.
Well, within the book, yes.
Yeah. So my guy's translating that.
Hmm.
So there was a police investigator who
They
was-
believe
we think was paid off.
tampered with
Look-
the evidence and all that for
Looking- yeah,
Sarah's
looking at
parents.
this- right. So if we can get a copy of that transaction,
What would that be under, possibly? Has your friend managed to decipher that names in particular?
I mean, I haven't asked him for details. He said he's working
Um,
the way through the work, and there's a few things he can't figure out, but he's
Okay.
doing the work. But if we could,
So
if
I'm
I
sure we
could
can
give
find
him
out the
something
name
to
of the
look for,
investigator on that report.
well, that should be public record, right?
Yeah, exactly. We can.
We can go ask. What is she called now? Amy.
Yeah,
Sarah.
I can say Amy.
No, Sarah
Yeah.
is her actual name.
Sarah,
Yeah.
but she wants to be called by Amy for
Amy,
obvious
yeah.
reasons.
So Amy's, in the
Oh,
other
she
book.
might know. Yeah, that's true.
We could just
Sure.
ask her for the name of that investigator, and then we could give it to my guy and see if
Anything might come up for him.
yeah.
Maybe a badge number or something that might be in there versus a name.
I highly doubt Billy Walker's books contain a badge number.
That's true.
I mean, it's pretty specific to an individual, but I don't know.
Well, but I mean, I can give him a thing to look for, and if he finds it, he can ping us, and that would give us an in,
Yeah, that's true.
and then we might be able to threaten to expose this guy if he doesn't tell us
And I
whatever it is we're asking about Billy Walker.
yeah, that's true.
Jerome, did Sarah ever give us the name of the investigator that she believes was paid off for her parents' death to throw the investigation or basically not do much and resolve it?
I don't recall, but she can definitely get you the name. That's not
Yeah.
an issue.
Yeah, we'll want to find out the name of that
I mean, she's been there going over your figures anyways, because
Yeah.
Mike had brought her in, or had
Mhm.
wanted to bring her in as business management. So
Yeah, because we started getting the idea of basically using someone to look into Billy.
The only con I see really is that this individual might agree to work, sort of work for us in that manner or spy for us. But there's probably a good chance that this guy is being paid more from this Billy Walker. I don't know if it's going to cover it, but we could try. I'm always a bit of a worry ward in that I worry that he's gonna turn on us too.
Oh no, it's fair. But if we know that he threw the investigation and have complete evidence in the form of those books and the transaction,
Ooh.
we
What if
can.
we hire the PI to investigate the parent's death instead? Pick up the information from the police and continue it from there. Would that work?
It might, but I don't think we can afford him to pay him more than Billy.
Well, I meant the investigator just basically dig into the death of the parents.
No, I got
Not-
you. But I
not
mean, as soon as it's
to
figured out that he's doing that, Billy's going to show up at his door and be like, "Here's 10 grand." You know, stop.
And that's what I worry is sort of on that line. Yeah, this investigator might take $2,500, but again, Billy could show up on his doorstep and say, here's 10 grand, and not do that. So
Yeah.
we're just at a catch-22 in this. So like we're
PIs
doing
typically-
and then we don't.
PIs typically work for the highest bidder. Hence why I was on board with the blackmailing the police investigator.
We should. I don't think a PI would get very far if they got a rep for just giving up cases for higher
That's
billing.
exactly right.
Right.
Yeah, I just
So we need a credible one.
well, or we need someone that's not well known and a bit more low key.
I could probably ask around about that.
So just to clarify what our idea is there's a couple on the table, it sounds like. One is to try and get Mickey to basically spy for us, be our bit of a contact, which he already sort of is, but that could help sweeten the deal, I guess. But he seemed pretty quick to turn, honestly. The other idea is to talk to the investigator on her parents' case and try to turn him. But we also run the risk that basically Billy's got deep pockets and could pretty much override what we could offer him, realistically. Or we hire an investigator to actually look into the deaths itself and the case itself.
True.
So those are the three options that I'm seeing here. I hate the fact that we're going to have to spend money on this in the first place because money's already tight. So
Is anybody here good at
Sure.
investigation?
I have a 2 in investigation out of character.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm asking. So
Yeah.
anybody actually has the dots.
I have 2.
I have 2.
And my mental stuff is all 2. So the most I'd be rolling is 4.
Yeah, I have a 3 dice pool total. Colin?
But I do have 9 willpower, so I could always burn one.
I don't have any investigation.
oh yeah, no, Colin was already asking to use something else when investigation came up. So yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know about looking into the death because they died at sea. So anything like something like physical evidence is gone.
Well, something. I mean, there's always logs. There's always something that's left behind.
Yeah. That is true.
They left behind. I mean, they seem to be pretty well off. What happened to the estate? After that, I'm sure Sarah would have inherited it, or I don't know if she's an only child or not.
I think we figured out she was.
She is.
Yeah.
Because we went to the house, so
Everything
Yep.
would have gone to her, but she hasn't. It didn't look like she touched her parents' house since it happened.
well, so hold on. Let's back up a second and see if I remember this right. Her dad developed the cipher that these books are based on, right?
Well, how did he get? Like, he knew the cipher. I don't know how he knew though.
Okay, but so my guess is that he was killed because he could unlock
He knew the
those other
information,
books.
right?
And Sarah was hunted because, well, she did end up having the book.
She had the book. Yeah, she
she
stole the
attacked-
book. Yeah.
Right. So, which means that even
It is.
Billy can't review his own transactions right now. But I mean, that also makes sense why she didn't, she went home and got some cash and ducked out, right? That's when she went to Bay City.
Yeah. It's basically just up and left. I'm assuming people have tried to pursue her at that point, but this actually goes back quite a while. This goes back to when she first visited my ranch,
Right.
and went on those tours, which is why we found it over there at that rock climbing.
Right. So a year ago.
Area. Yeah, so it's been here for a while. So see, he knows this book has been missing for quite a while. And the only lead he had was that she had been here, which is why those guys were digging up basically my backyard.
I mean, it's been a year. I'd be half tempted to just say, maybe he's moved on, but
I
if he
don't.
finds out she's here, we're gonna catch it. So
Well, that's not going to go anywhere.
And Billy's bound to reach some point.
do what?
I said, and Billy's bound to return at some point.
Well, Billy doesn't know we have the books. Billy doesn't know we have Sarah. Billy just knows we roughed up his guys.
It might be helpful if we found out who he sort of hangs around with or associates with. Because I know he's underworld, but I don't know exactly who he's involved with.
That I could probably work with. I got Streetwise and
I was
stuff.
just gonna say, Jerry, can we get some rolls?
I could probably look into the underworld.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as knowing the Sydney underworld scene, can we position him in the topographical map of crime?
If somebody starts looking into it, I'm sure they could. And
Yeah, I could probably
Colin has the background that he could probably go back to his pub and see if somebody knows something.
Yeah, I could probably go back to the pub, which I honestly named the Center Swing, and I could probably start talking with the regulars there, see what they know about them.
Okay. So I think that's a start, finding out who he associates with and hangs out with, so we kind of have an idea of sort of where he's at on that level. How are we wanting to find out more information about her parents' deaths? I mean, we kind of know the basics of it. I know we want to find out the investigator name, but it sounds like the risk that we're running into is that the investigator that we want to hire or try to hire could easily be compromised or could be killed.
Well, I think if we find one with a good reputation, we can avoid that. But I think we can also, essentially blackmail the one who did the original investigation. He probably knows, what happened. He is an investigator,
Do we know if
And-
that
Whether or not he's
investigator is
corrupt.
still alive?
I don't, but as soon as we ask Sarah for the name, we can figure that out.
Rachel, if you recall, somebody who actually mentioned something along those lines.
Okay, Rachel doesn't remember.
Which
and
I
my notes
understand.
are somewhere else.
You've had a lot of stuff coming in and out of your body
Yeah.
since we last played.
So can I roll an intelligence
Oh, wait,
check
no.
or
No, you're fine. Remember, Jen talked about her uncle finding who her biological father was.
okay?
And when they made that connection, that's how they found out he was trying to schmooze his way on in to get money.
So we're talking about Jen's dad.
No, Jen's uncle. Jen knows
Who's her
somebody.
uncle?
Jen knows somebody. She didn't really say, but Jen knows somebody who's done this sort of thing.
Okay.
Because that's how they found her. That's how they found her biological father.
I'm sorry. I think I'm confused as to.
You're trying to find a private investigator who's
Yeah.
got some reputation.
Oh, you're okay. I don't remember his name, but I'll ask. So basically, her uncle is the PI. So maybe I can call in a favor. Is that what you're asking or saying?
Well, she clearly knows somebody, is what I'm saying. So you can ask Jen
Okay.
and have that
Yes.
conversation.
Okay. Okay.
It's ultimately a lead.
That's true. Yeah, and he's not in in Australia, which means that he probably wouldn't be known by anybody here on this side of the pond. So, okay. You know what? Let me reach out to Jen. Her uncle is a good investigator, has a good rep. He is in the States, but she might be able to throw me his contact info and maybe he can sort of help us on the down low. So let me talk to her first about the investigator bit.
And meanwhile, I could probably hit up my pub and see about talking with the regulars.
Sure. There you go.
Yeah.
Davy's character is in the pool making
He's waiting in the pool.
making it his own jacuzzi.
Oh my god, you just remind me of Men of Tights. Blow. I said blow.
I think I'm gonna head to town and go back to my old gym. Partially just to be like I was on TV, but
right.
But also to use my Streetwise and see what I can find out about Billy's network.
Okay, sure. All right, so you two are heading off. Davy?
Yes, I have a quick question. So Joseph is going to the pub to do some Streetwise to look into Billy, right?
Correct.
Okay. And John is doing that at the old gym.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, you're
Okay.
asking questions for notes. Yes, okay.
Yes, asking question for notes because I'm like
Because you called
Billy.
yourself Johnny. That's why.
I did. Wow.
No, we've had that problem like for the
Since day
past
one.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Every time we're playing playing City Heroes, we keep calling him Johnny or something, and we're like, "Is it Davy?" Just whatever. And so now he's calling himself Johnny. It's like, okay, it's not just us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost called him Dilly.
Dilly.
Dylan would like to ninja stealth and listen in on their conversation. And I don't know.
Well,
Because they're all like they're not at the pool, right? And they're all like
no one's
in
at the
the
pool.
office. Yeah, everyone's in the office talking with Amy. It's like, what are they doing over there?
Stuff.
Yeah, they're talking about stuff. So I want to know what kind of stuff they're talking about.
Okay.
I mean, if it's January, it's the middle of summer, so
Yeah.
we're not outside.
Oh yeah, it's probably like 180 degrees outside. Yeah. Yeah. What month is it in game?
We'll say it's the same month for brevity's sake. Hold on a
In
second.
summer.
Here we go. So get your Dylan. You're going to. Let's see. What do you have here for? Okay, so you don't have any of those specials. That's fine. Go ahead and roll your dexterity and stealth.
Nice.
Ninja vanish.
I'm gonna set it at 6.
You know, I
Yes.
figured out you don't have to set the difficulty. It defaults to 6.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
so
defaults-
just
yes.
7.
Mhm.
Okay. 3 successes, 2 10s.
Okay. Oh, if you have 2 10s, they explode.
Ah, okay.
If your thing's 4 or more.
Yes. Which
So-
they are.
Oh, my dex was 4 or more. Okay, so
Yep.
then that's what, 5?
So you had 3. Yep. 2. If 2 or 10s, then it's a 5. Okay, so you in your swim trunks,
Hmm.
kind of pad your way up, without any problems. Not even parting the any dirt. Almost leaving no trace of your footsteps as you walk or stealthily navigate your way up to the office. You can hear part of this conversation.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
They're talking about books, and they're talking about need to find out about this Billy Walker guy.
Does
and-
Billy Walker ring any bells? Like, is he like an international bad guy or something?
Oh, he's not that cool.
No. Okay. He's just like, okay. Well, I'll just ask. So he'll come out of the shadows and be like, and he'll be like, "Who's this Billy Walker man you guys are talking about?" Oh, hey, John. Who's Billy Walker?
Someone we need to go our backslide. Say
Well,
he's a bit of a pain. Not saying in a criminal aspect. For us, at least. It's
You guys are in trouble? Uh-oh. We lost
we lost Colin.
Yep.
Colin.
So he's a local, kind of a small family head.
Oh, okay.
Um,
And you guys have been making trouble, or he made trouble with you guys?
well, it sort of peripherally landed on us.
Oh.
But he sent some muscle out here to the ranch, and left Evie's face as an imprint on some shovels.
Wow.
I got my payback though.
Anyway, there was a fight, and we sent his guys packing. But so anyway, we got caught in the periphery of this whole thing, and the story is that basically he's got all his transactions in a code, and then he lost the key to the code.
Whoops.
So in his search for it, we've had the ranch attacked, and we decided to sort of put ourselves between us and this girl Sarah that he's trying to go after because he thinks she has the key, which she doesn't. So, but he's not going to believe that. So here we are with this situation.
So that's why you guys are looking into Billy Walker. Okay. Maybe I can help too.
Sure,
I'll go.
because I've never had to deal with a crime boss before.
Out of character, Jerome. Have I ever had to deal with a crime boss?
You are a crime boss.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am the crime boss.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that. That suddenly that's the reveal. This becomes a telenovela, and everybody gasps in Spanish.
The gasp.
Well, I guess I could go down to the beach and ask about this Billy Walker.
With your background, talking about a crime boss, your family Well, it's about the closest thing to being a crime boss and not being one, because they work for the Yakuza.
Huh.
Okay. All right.
I mean,
So-
do I know somebody who works for the Yakuza?
So it's not that you're unfamiliar with it. You're just unfamiliar with how folks here do it.
Ah, okay.
In your area, they're pretty easy to spot. They tend to have really big tattoos, all across their body. They're often missing digits.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wasn't Ami, Dina's character,
Yep.
the head of that?
One of them, yeah.
Do I still know her?
I
Was that this game? I don't remember.
Welcome back.
don't remember if I'd have to take a
Back.
look. I don't remember
'Cause I
if these
think
two characters were tied. I thought Ami was a part of a different game.
she might have been. They get crossed every now and again.
Right.
Okay, I was just curious.
All right. So what would be a good place to look then?
For what do you want to look for?
Billy Walker stuff.
Such a common name.
In town.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll head to the beach. That's what I'll do. Yeah, Billy. Dylan is going to grab his surfboard and head into town and go to the beach and ask about Billy Walker.
So you're going to go ask the surf bums about Billy Walker?
Yes.
Sure. And the scantily clad women?
Yep.
That sounds like a plan. Quickly get distracted. Oh,
Not a
hey,
bad idea.
the
Hey,
puppies.
maybe Guidos like to surf.
Exactly right, yeah.
Oh.
So, as everybody at this point has your kind of brief conversations and at this point and decide,
Joseph
okay,
will
break
just
time.
head down to his pub,
Right.
ask the regulars.
Yep, no problem.
Co- Colin, just because you missed it, John filled in Dylan on the basically the broad strokes of the story. He did not mention that where Sarah is currently. I don't know if Dylan knows that. So
Yeah, no, I didn't mention. I wasn't going to mention any of that.
that's where we're at.
He only knows Sarah as Amy, so.
Well, that was the thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Please
no,
don't
she
spread that to anybody
she-
else. She's
she-
going by Amy
yeah,
for all intents and purposes.
she helped me with the contract.
She's got good sense like that. I'm glad she's here. Just don't know how I'm going to pay her other than in protection.
She's a business manager. It's her job to bring in some funds.
Sort of. I mean, we also have our manager for our team that's supposed to help bring in funds too.
He has been.
Um,
How do you think you guys got these fights?
I know he has been. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, speaking of which, did I get fight of the night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do you get one glory and one honor
That's-
in fight of the night?
No, but I get a little extra cash. I'm
Yeah.
hoping.
An extra 500 or something like that.
No, it
I
was
don't know.
it was a grand.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Great success. Okay,
I have to
so
pay for the dental bill.
everybody at this point breaks and goes to
I'm going to Amy,
investigate.
and I'm going to ask her about the investigator
You
name
mean-
first.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, not Ami, Amy.
Amy.
Find the investigator name, and then I will reach out to Jen via text, basically saying, "Hey, girl, had a question for you. You mentioned your uncle was really helpful in finding your father. Do you think he can give me a hand too
Okay.
for something else?
So you go
I'm
to
sure it's late there. Yeah.
yeah. So you go to Amy. Amy lets you know that the investigator's name was Andrew Redman.
Andrew Redmond. Okay.
Yes, he was the individual that was involved in that investigation and ruled it accident at sea. So you sent the text, and then you end up getting a phone call.
Okay.
And you hear
I'll
this.
answer.
Yeah, and you hear this. Hello?
Jen?
Yeah. Hold on.
I'm sorry. I forget that there's a big old time difference.
Evie,
You didn't have to call me right now. I know
But
it's late. I sent a text.
you called me.
No, I didn't. I sent you a text. I sent I sent her a text.
You did?
Yes.
Hang on. And you hear like some fumbling around, like something fall over, and then you hear a cat like darting off, a second, and then she looks and she's all, wow. Yeah, you did.
Sorry. Did your phone set to think I called? I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention.
No, I think I'm still out of it.
Whew.
Wow. Jet lag is a pain.
It is. Well, I'm sorry. I mean, you don't have to respond right now, though. Since you're up,
Funny. This is a sensuous moment.
unintentionally.
I need coffee. Hang on. And you hear like something else fall over, and then like some walking like in the dark through the house. And you hear Alexa, coffee. And you hear,
Damn it, Jerry. I have an echo right here.
Oh, do you? Cool.
That's funny. I heard the but.
Yeah.
Alexa, do I have a soul?
She didn't hear you.
Get it.
Yeah, that's fine. It will actually answer if Alexa has a soul.
Oh.
And it will say, I think it says something effective like, this unit has a soul. Keyless alive.
Alexa, do you
Shelly's
have a
turned
soul?
on.
People have their own views on religion.
Guess not? Okay. Apparently I yelled loud enough that I turned on Shelly's.
Nice.
So cool. Nicey nice. So she, you can hear a coffee machine start going, and then like a fridge open up and then shut. And she says, okay, where were we? Shoes?
No, I sent you a text. When we met up before, I was actually just wondering if you could maybe have your uncle reach out to me.
My uncle?
The one that helped you find your dad.
Oh, well, yeah. She looks and she says, oh my gosh, it's early.
I'm sorry.
She says, she's like, hey, but the way it sounded, her voice is like really close to the phone. So she must have been like doing this.
Holding
like,
it to her face while she goes like that.
looking at the screen. Yeah. And she's
I'm sorry. I just, listen, I just really want to try to, I need to talk to your uncle, if that's okay. I think I might have a job for him that could be useful.
My uncle's rich. Why would you have a job for him? He like owns companies and stuff. Did you?
Well,
and did she,
I mean,
like,
I wanted to
for a
pay
second,
him
she's
for his
like,
help.
am I dreaming? Did you get like really rich?
Me? No.
She's all, no, I'm pinching myself. I'm awake.
No, I'm still poor.
Oh.
Sorry. Listen, can you just forward your uncle, the one who helps investigate? Can he at least just reach out to me? I've got something important that I'd like to talk to him about.
Oh, he doesn't investigate. At least I don't think he does. He hired somebody.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, even still, maybe he can point me in that direction of who he hired. I'm looking for somebody that's reputable, but not known in this part.
Sure. Yeah. You're gonna want to talk to Deacon Clay. Just give him a call. Oh wait, you don't have his number.
I don't.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to wake up.
It's okay. If you want to text that to me when you wake up or whatever, I mean,
No, hang on. I've almost got my coffee. And you can hear like meowing in the background. And then she's like, and then you hear her go like, "Oh, just wait, for crying out loud! It's not breakfast
she yells
time
through the
yet."
phone.
And so then you end up getting a text. And she says, "Okay, I think I sent you the right information."
All right, I'll check it just to be sure.
Okay. It's a picture of her that she took that's like haphazard selfie. Like she's got like lazy bed head and whatnot.
Man, you wake up beautiful in the morning.
Wait, this isn't a video. This isn't a video. Oh my gosh. Can you delete
How
that?
much did you have to drink last night?
No, I slept. Honest. On the flight.
No, you sent me a picture of your beautiful self.
Yeah, I see that. Hang on. And she said, and then you hear another text come through. She said, "Okay, no, I got it this time."
So I'll look at it.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically just a contact. It's the name and a phone number.
Awesome. Well, hey, listen, I appreciate it. I'm sorry to wake you up. Being on this side of things, I do often forget. I don't contact many people in the States these days. So.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a problem. She's like, okay, hold that thought. Oh wow, I'm at the Y. I'm not even at my place. No wonder the coffee pot didn't answer me. Oh. And then you hear her yell, "Oh my God, cover up!" and then you hear like some laughter as somebody goes walking by. She's like, "Oh, I swear, animal hybrids are the worst sometimes." Ugh.
Well, you are at the Y.
Yeah, don't remind me. Ugh, I need to get back.
I didn't. You did.
Whatever. I need to get back to my own place. I don't want to see like. Yeah, I don't need to see those kinds of nibbles and bits.
Those good bits.
No. He's like a giant furry. Just ugh.
Well,
yeah, I'm
you
talking
know
about you. Put pants on, for crying out loud. I'm sorry. Where were we? I got to the number, right?
Yeah, you did. Thank you. And I'm gonna use this picture as your contact.
Don't
info.
you dare! Come on now.
Click, click, click. All right, Jen. Thank you so much. Sorry to disturb you.
All right.
I'll keep you posted. Good night. Good morning. All the above.
Okay.
She hangs up. Cool. And then she will when he's in the US, I will wait until this evening to call to reach out.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, Davey.
Yes.
You head down to the beach. You
Yes.
obviously it's a bit of a drive from where you guys are at.
I was going to ask, how we are. I got the map up. It's Sydney is the big town, right?
Yep.
And
you were in Megalog Valley.
Megalog Valley, that's the word.
So it's a good clip. It's probably about 2 hours.
Okay.
all the way through to get
Yep.
to get to said beach.
Okay.
But I mean, you get there just wherever beach you decide to go to. Obviously it's Sydney, so there's a lot of places along the beach, resort-like, restaurants and storefronts, and some with small docks or next to a pier where you can rent sea-doos and boats and so on and so forth.
Nice. With board in hand, he will head out into the beach. Where Are there a lot of surfers out now? Would you say, or how are the waves?
Good enough at this
Okay.
at this time of year. Sure.
All right. I guess he'll find like a group of fellow surfers. Be like, hey, what's going on? How the waves? How you doing? I'm Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? And I guess surf for a little bit. Hang out, be like chummy and buddy with them, and then he'll start. Hey, do you know somebody by the name of Billy Walker?
Okay, so why don't you, since you're trying to chat people up,
Yeah.
give me a charisma and give me a charisma and expression.
That's VTM. That's Street Fighter. Street Fighter rolls. Here we go. And I am going to spend a willpower.
All right.
One success.
Okie doke. One success. So you're able to chat some people up. Nobody really seems to know who you're talking about, really. Some people, are they think maybe you're asking about other surfers because they have, a competition coming into town here soon. Otherwise, no. I mean, most people are kind of like it's just over their head.
All right.
But I mean, you spend a good 3 hours at the beach at this point, surfing, occasionally, just paddling out in the wake, waiting to catch a wave and catching some surfers and asking some questions, or when you get inside. So yeah,
perfect.
But unfortunately, you don't come up with anything on Billy Walker.
Nice. All right. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Colin.
Yep.
You are hitting up your pub.
All right.
So as you are asking around, since this is your place, why don't you give me a charisma, and I'll give you a charisma and streetwise.
All right. Five successes.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Billy Walker is sitting right there.
This is apparently the Underworld's version of Cheers. It's a dog eat dog, a world norm, and I mean, I'm wearing Milkbone underwear.
Yeah, Yosef is asking, but he is also just being very subtle about it, given it is the underworld. So,
well, shady ties and whatnot. But yeah,
and
the folks that you talk to, one in particular, he doesn't give you a whole lot of details, but yeah, I mean, he's heard of Billy Walker. He knows that obviously he's dodged a lot as far as charges are concerned. Police tend to try and keep him under surveillance whenever they can. He has a good team of lawyers that he, from what he understands, runs a lot of his commentary through to keep him obviously out of trouble. From what he understands, Billy ends up doing a lot of business out of his own place, the Bottoms Up, which is a local British pub. He when he's not out and about, doing whatever, he says that's usually where you can find him.
all right. Hey, thanks for the info, mate.
Yeah,
Slides him,
sure.
He slides him
Why don't you pay off my tab while you're at it? Be a pal.
Yosef just chuckles. Nah, you still gotta pay for that, mate. Come on, I still gotta pay for this place. If I give everyone a bloody drink, I'd be going bankrupt here.
All right. Well, information doesn't always come free, but okay.
But I'd be willing to give you a discount for that. You've been helpful for it.
Fair enough. I'll swing. What kind of discount are we looking at?
I'd be willing to give you a 10% discount on the tab.
All right. Good enough for now, I guess.
And if it's a potentially good one, potentially a security job, don't screw me over.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yoshi just gives him a glare that is just a thing of that he gives his patrons when they're misbehaving that just screams he's serious about that.
Serious about what?
Oh, that he will kick his ass if he does try to screw him over.
Okay. He says, all right. I don't know where this suddenly took a dark turn, but okay. Understood.
Yoshi just pats him on the shoulder. Hey, enjoy the time you.
So he just tips his glass and goes back to drinking. Mike, so you go back to your, I was going to say bar because it seems to be what everybody's doing, but gym.
Yeah.
And of course, some of the students that were there are like, hey, Eats Fist, how's it going?
I mean, I'll socialize with them a little bit, commiserate the loss and everything. Like it still hurts.
Yeah, you still got proof. At this point, but I mean, they're happy for you. You got fight of the night. You're one of the locals, sort of thing. So I mean, they're in the middle of trying to fold each other into 3 separate little pieces and whatnot.
Murder you again.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, it was a good fight. You get a lot of compliments.
I mean, I'm going to visit for a while. Like I'm sure the manager is going to be like, "Hey, here's our own guy."
Right.
But if I can get back into like an office with him or anybody in the know, like the old guard, right? I'm going to tell him like, we ended up in the sort of in the sights of this guy named Billy Walker. You heard of this guy?
I mean, he shrugs. He says, not directly, but yeah.
All right. Trying to get out of the sights of him, but I don't think he's just going to leave me alone or leave us alone. He's got my whole ranch out there in the sights.
He says, I'm sorry to hear that. He says, I don't know what it is that you did to get on his bad side, but he does have a bevy of goons to call, so might want to watch your back then.
Yeah, I just trying to see, if you guys knew anything that could help me out. Like, does he have is there a competitor in town? Is there someone who's like pushing on his territory anywhere?
He says, I'd like to help, but I don't know anything about that.
That's cool. I mean, I know you're not in that scene, but
yeah, the only thing my people here know is that, his people come in, they don't train. We don't allow them in for that.
Do you know where they do train? Are there any boxing gyms that, let these guys pay up? And
yeah, there's rinks across town. He says it's rumored that some of their low end guys, hit pound the sand a bit. Yeah, but he says it's an old boxing gym that he says on the southeast side.
All right, I know something about what this guy does, but I didn't specifically cross him, but he's after somebody who can't fight him back, and I just can't let him, take someone else off the map.
I hear you. I mean, if there's something more I could do to help, I'd be happy to help, but I try to steer clear of all that as best as possible.
All right, it's cool. We're good. Just seeing if you knew anything.
All right. Yeah. I mean, if I hear something, I'll be sure to pass it along.
Do we have separate cars, or do we have like one car between the three of us?
You guys would have had to have had separate vehicles for this.
Yeah, separate cars. I have a ranch vehicle and my own personal.
Yeah,
I took the bus.
I thought about there ain't no bus that goes to the ranch.
Nope.
There would be
Just drop you
Probably-
off.
there would be the
Order Uber.
equivalent of like a dial a ride or Uber or something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's far out. It's not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Taxi.
All right, well, I'm going to leave them behind, and I am going to go check out Rackets Plus.
Okay.
Is that the name of the gym?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a
Tennis
club.
club.
Somebody went back at his notes and found all his notes on Billy Walker.
Mhm. I know. He has a tennis club. I know he has a. Now we know he has the bottoms up. I feel like we knew that before.
He's got a pub, a tennis club, and a transport company, which I'm
We
sure
did-
is where most of
We
his
did
crime.
know about the bombs up, but at least we know he spends most of his time at the pub.
So as you guys are, I guess, rearranging or shifting, finding out the information. So, Rachel, as you are obviously you finished up your call at this point. It's been a couple hours, and you are probably in the process of going through and restocking the vending machine here.
Probably. Prior to that, I would have spent some time with Amy going over like books and things
Sure.
like that,
Yeah.
just to make sure I'm up and up
Yep.
on it.
But the vending machine here, it's got nothing but like health drinks, obviously, because you got people that
I
that are
know
training.
people like junk food, even fighters.
Yep.
So I'll
Uh,
stuff it with some Cheetos and Pop Tarts and stuff like that.
Okay. But as you're filling that up, you hear near the window, you hear psst, psst.
I'm gonna just sort of look around like, the hell is that? I just look, where's the window? To the right or left,
The
whatever.
windows to the left. It's like on the other side of the vending machine.
I'll look to the other side of do one of those head pokes around the side type deal.
Through the window.
Yeah.
Okay. You actually see Mickey standing there.
I'm just gonna look at him like, the hell are you doing here? All right. So I just sort of point to him. Well, I go up to the window and basically like, what are you doing here?
I need to talk to you.
Okay. All right. Come in here real quick.
Okay, so he sneaks in through the back door.
That's fine. I'll just I motion him to the vending machine and just basically like I'll just kind of direct him to a place where not visible to anybody through windows and stuff, and basically just try to keep it discreet.
Your office.
Sure.
Okay.
Quotations marks on office.
So I'll take him to my office
Okay.
discreetly.
Yep. So you sneak in there real quick, and of course you shut the door behind. Your office is a bit of a mess still. You haven't had a chance to clean it up, but
Yeah.
and so so he leans in and kisses you real quick.
Yeah, she'll respond in kind.
Okay. He says, nice touch on bringing the girl here.
Oh my god. Do not say anything, please.
He says, I quite the contrary. He says, that's why I'm here. Well, not her
Oh my.
directly.
Okay, I hope not, because. Okay, so what are you doing here?
He says, I just want to let you know, I'm gonna be laying low for a while.
Why?
There's a new guy in town.
Okay.
He's filling in for Billy, if you follow my meaning.
How is he filling in for Billy? Like, representing him?
As in, how do the Italians put it? He sleeps with the fishes.
Oh. Okay. So Billy is no more then.
I don't think so, no. I didn't stay around to find out. But this guy apparently is tied to whoever Billy answered to. And he's going to be running the show here. And he came with some pretty scary women. Like, way scarier than you.
I mean, I'm not that scary, but I mean,
Okay, fair, you know.
I can knee bash, to hell and back, but yeah, I get what you mean though. Okay, so who is this guy?
He says the guy's name is Nicholas Finoli.
Shit.
Can you spell the last name?
Hold on one second.
Uh,
I'll just post it in the chat for you.
I have a feeling Mike knows this guy.
Oh, clearly.
character doesn't, but yeah, he's shown up in a
Okay.
previous adventure I've had with Jerry.
Okay, so Nicholas Finoli. Do I recognize that name? Has that name been mentioned before?
No.
No, nothing. And who are the support that he's brought with?
He gives you kind of a basic description. He says, I didn't get any names, but they seem to be like his right and left hands.
Okay. And so you're laying low because why?
Because he's cleaning house.
Oh. When you say cleaning house, he's getting rid of what?
What he deems as a failure. We didn't bring her
Ooh.
back. And he's pointing to randomly
Oh my God.
some other place.
Does he know about the ranch?
If he doesn't, I'm sure he will.
What about your buddies?
What buddies?
The other two that were digging with you originally?
Emphasis on what buddies.
Oh, okay.
He says Billy whacked one of them before this ever happened. I only found out about this because he whacked my other partner.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I would. Oh shit. Okay. That means Sarah's no longer safe. Here. Anything else I should know? Does he know about does he know about me?
I don't know what he knows. I just know
So
he
when
came
you-
in and he started cleaning house.
Okay, so who has he cleaned up so far?
Just about anybody who
I'll
was
be right back. Get a drink, Rico.
no problem. Just about anybody who was quote unquote loyal to Billy.
What about Andrew Redmond?
The dirty cop.
He was the yes.
I don't know. I would imagine that he's going to make contact or something at some point. Why do you want to know about him?
Because he was the original investigator on the death of Sarah's parents.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I get
and
that.
we're looking into that a little bit. So,
He says, "Okay," and he kind of looks down at his watch. He says, "I crap, I have got to go."
I know.
Look, I just wanted to like warn you, like, you
No,
you better watch out because this guy.
I can't imagine. You
this
can't
guy
imagine
means
how much I
business.
appreciate this. And she'll hug him and give him a big kiss too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he gets
Listen.
he gets a little squeezy squeeze in
Yeah. of
with
course.
that. But
She'll pop a button.
Honk, 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 honk.
All time. Listen.
But yeah, so I mean, he just says, you just watch your back. I mean, this is overnight. This became the Finoli crime family.
Okay. That's I can't tell you how much I appreciate this information. Listen, stay low. Tell me, check in every once in a while if you can. I'll understand if you don't.
I'll try.
But listen, you have a sanctuary here, if that's any consolation. Though I don't know for how long, if I'm on his radar. So, if you guys found your way here and didn't find anything, there's a good chance that he could still want to check. So, yeah. So you take care of yourself. She'll hug him and kiss him again, and
Okay.
basically
Okay.
wave
He
him
said-
off.
He says, "You too," and he quickly and hastily goes back out the door that out the door he came in.
So at that point, she will go and find the huntsman.
Nobody's
Rachel's
there
already
right
farting
now.
on his actual name.
John.
And just sort of try to find him wherever he's at. And I'm pretty sure the others are probably not back by now.
Yeah, no
whatever,
one's back at this point.
Okay, so I'll wait, and then depending on when they get back, if it's sort of towards the afternoon, late afternoon, evening time, she will try to call the investigator, Andrew or Deacon Clay.
Okay, so so then Colin and Davey, you guys are on your way back at this point.
Yep.
After doing what you guys did, Mike, you are going to Rackets Plus. Yes. Anything in particular you're looking for, or are you trying to interact, or? You're
Can't hear
muted.
you. You're muted. Jinx, do you want me coke?
Muted. Can't hear you.
Gotcha. Over here crunching potato chips. No, I wasn't really intending to interact. I just wanted to go like scope it out and see if there was like obvious mob presence at this place, and then go back to the ranch. Well, I wanted to go to the pub and take some bets to work on my bookie business, then go back to the ranch.
Okay, which pub?
Joseph's.
Okay.
The swinger.
The swinger pub? Right on, Colin.
I meant to say the Sinner Swing. Yosta's pub.
Yeah, nobody's going to think that's a swingers club.
Okay, so
anyway, I will make my way back to the ranch.
Sure. Okay, so are you making a roll for the betting?
Well,
Or so
I'm
what
not
exactly?
betting.
Okay.
I'm just providing a story for when I eventually buy more resources, like how that happened.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
My
So
business
you're just spreading information. Okay.
Yeah, last game, John had discussed with Yosef about, or maybe game before that, about opening a little
Oh,
betting
right.
Yeah.
Right.
in
So
his
you're
pub.
spreading word for
Yeah.
that. Yes. Okay. Cool. I got you now. Makes sense. Okay. So at this point, everybody has come back to the ranch. Rachel, you are. It's evening time at this point. You're
Yeah.
making
I
your
will.
call.
I'm sorry. That
You're
last
making
part?
your call.
Yeah. So I'll make my call first before I hit dinner. And I'll leave a voicemail if I have to, which I kind of expect to. I'll be say, hey, this is Evie Jones. Jen gave me your info because you were really helpful to her uncle in finding her father, and I would love to talk to you about something that I feel is important. So please call me back. Here's my number. I'm in Australia, just FYI. So sorry in advance if this catches you at a bad hour. And then hangs up.
Okay.
And text is okay.
Okay.
Oh, you got a text.
Yeah.
I know.
He texted you right back.
Got a
That
response.
that
Immediate.
was fast.
Man, quick service. Yeah.
And then she picks up. I wanted to speak to you about your car's extended warranty.
No.
Oh.
Extended warranty. No.
So you've left a message at this point. Everybody has gathered back at the ranch. It is evening time. There's a nice fire going in the pit.
Yep.
Some marshmallows and s'mores have been broken out.
Yum.
So I'll show up a little bit late, and basically, I assume everybody's there for dinner at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
We will say yes.
so she goes up to the table, puts her plate down, and says, I don't think we should be looking for Billy Walker anymore.
Oh,
Is it-
man.
Why is
Hold
that
on.
lost?
Hold on. So I just actually talked with Mickey. Sorry. Mickey. And I've got some information. Does the name Nicholas Finoli mean anything to any of you?
Nope.
You're muted.
Can I roll to see if that rings a bell of Yosef?
Sure.
Yeah, any streetwise rolls we can do?
Yeah, any Street Riders rolls.
Anybody wants to make a intelligence and streetwise check? Go ahead.
Nice.
Willpower for Otto.
3 successes.
2 successes.
Failure.
Failure.
Okay, we've got a sound for that. Hold on.
Yes.
Failure.
Failure. So, Mike, you actually have heard of the Finoli crime family. Davy Jones
Was it the
plays
Street
the
Fighter
skeleton.
game where he popped up before?
What's
I
that?
would say it was Marvel. Was it Street Fighter where you used him before?
It was Street
There.
Fighter. I wasn't the one who used him though. Huh?
It's been like 30 years, man. I don't.
I
remember
know.
the
I
name.
know it has. In fact, I will give the big reveal here in just a second. One moment.
Oh shit! That was my character, wasn't it?
Ow!
I forgot we played that crime campaign.
Yeah.
Oh. So you're
Oh,
Flash,
Jesus.
blast from the past. Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I built a Kingpin style character.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Great. So now I know what the shit I'm dealing with.
That's
So
why the name.
obviously, obviously, the stats are would be increased, but just
Oh.
just to show you how cool I am, that's a scan of the OG sheet I just posted in the chat,
The hell? All
Which
right.
chat?
let me see.
Facebook chat.
Oh, Facebook. Okay.
Yep.
I don't.
Yeah, the name instantly rung a bell, but I forgot that was my character.
Yep.
Kabaddi.
Good lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was a Kingpin style Kabaddi artist.
Good
Okay.
lord.
4 or
Obviously,
5. Wow.
obviously, you don't have any of that information in character. But yes, in character, you have heard of the Finoli crime family. They are a crime family out of America. They are Italian American, and clearly they are branching out internationally.
Nobody likes you, Jerry.
I can do you one better and tell you who his bodyguards are, the people, his enforcers.
Is one of them Skank?
No.
No.
I love how Rachel was quick on that.
Yeah. I know better.
All right, so I've heard of them.
But yes, you've heard of them.
I'll tell you guys, he's it's a crime family out of America.
Oh.
Just
Oh,
leans back
shit.
and
And what are they doing out here, though?
Well, apparently they answer to the same organization as Billy did.
Is he from Bay
But
City?
this was his higher up, though. This is the guy that Billy.
I don't know that this was. I think this is just another crime family that they decided to replace Billy
No,
with.
the info that I got from Mickey was that this is who was overseeing Billy.
Okay, well then I believe you. I don't know.
You know, I don't distrust the information I got it from, honestly.
I'm not arguing. Like I believe you. I don't know the politics of the crime families. So if this was Billy's boss, then cool.
That's what it points to. And he's basically getting rid of anybody that was loyal to Billy. Basically,
That sounds right.
Mickey is going to be laying low for a while. He's his two buddies that originally helped him. One was taken out by Billy himself, and the other one got taken out by Finoli. So he's going to be laying low for a while, and but he just wanted to let me know, actually, which I sincerely appreciated. But basically, Billy, he said, is quote unquote sleeping with the fishes. She
So
sort of rolls her own eyes at doing the air quotes sort of deal.
so
but-
here's
Big oof.
the question. Billy knew about his book of transactions and that he couldn't translate it anymore. We don't know if Finoli does.
I
Finoli
understand that.
He may just be setting up shop in Sydney and doing his own thing and just letting this all disappear.
I feel no, I honestly don't think so, because if he's taking over Billy's sort of territory and all of the activity associated with it, then he knows that is an area that has been unchecked, or not unchecked. That's a bad word for it. He can't not know that this missing book of transactions for his activity is missing. So I feel like that still poses a risk to him. So I feel like he's still going to be on it, tying up loose ends, if you will. But we now know that anybody who was loyal to Billy is being basically taken
Wow.
out.
Yeah.
So that does put us at a bit of an edge in that, I mean, we could possibly extrude information. Mickey, though, he's going undercover. He's not going to be accessible unless he reaches out to me. So, yeah, so that puts us in a little bit of a pickle.
So who do we have to look out for now?
Nicholas-
Nicholas, right? You said it.
Yeah, Nicholas Finoli.
All right.
He
Yeah.
was Billy's sort of higher up, and he's basically coming to town to
Clean house, it sounds
clean
like.
house. Yeah, basically anybody that was loyal to Billy is gone, and the investigator is is, I believe, no longer with us.
Oh, we should
Based
probably
on
check
what
on
Billy had said, or not Billy,
Mickey.
Mickey said.
Now we should probably check on the investigator.
No, he
Yeah,
just knew about the
I
investigator.
don't see
he
him
he
being around
didn't.
anymore.
Yeah, he knew about the investigator, but he didn't. He doesn't know if he's been whacked or anything.
Well, he doesn't know if he's been whacked, but there's a good chance that it could happen or has already happened. Mickey got word of things happening through, I don't know, word of mouth, I suppose. And anybody who was loyal to Billy has been basically silenced in some way, shape, or form.
I would think that would only be the crime family. You know, various cops and politicians and whoever it is they've been paying. This new guy would probably just take over paying them.
Yeah.
Because killing,
Technically, I
killing
don't
half a
know the
dozen
ins and outs
cops
of
is
that.
going to get him a lot of, bad press immediately.
I don't think.
Well, I can't confirm any of that, but I just know what I was informed of, and that he's cleaning house. And that means that anybody that was involved with Billy, loyalty-wise, unless they decided to change, is no longer around. And even then, if they were so quick to change loyalties, would he still keep them around if they were that quick to change?
She has a good point that Mickey lied. Changed quickly after the little interrogation session.
Look, Mickey's on our side at this point.
Hence why I said he was quick to change. Billy had
Yeah,
a lot.
he wants to stay alive, so yeah, he's going to be on our side.
Billy had a lot of 10 to 1. Billy had a lot of lads who would ditch when the Fenolis came in. If the Fenolis started killing people left and right, even if Billy was dead, they would have left the first chance they got. This would have led to either a gang war between the Fenolis and what was left of Billy's gang, or hell, some form of, I can't even think of it.
I mean, I agree with you. I mean, who knows what could happen?
If I look at it from the Fenolis point of view, they were loose ends.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's happening. He's cleaning up loose ends. So Mickey and any potential once-in-a-time hire guys would probably be among those.
10 to 1.
My understanding, the two that he was with have already been taken care of.
If the Fenolis are coming out here themselves, Billy got too much heat on himself when the cops
He was working with them as part of them.
That's the
They
thing.
sent him out here to expand their territory.
If they're, he did the air quotes, expanding, they're probably coming out here to clean up his mess. Too much heat is not typically good for a crime family.
Well, I know that, but they already had their claws in a sort of an area in that Billy had a pub, he had the couple other areas. So they basically just took that over and assumed the ownership and responsibility of it. So they've already sunk their teeth in, and now they're looking to expand beyond that. So Billy clearly was just a liability for them, and I wouldn't be surprised it was because of the book and him not being able to recover it and or anything else related to it, that they decided that they needed to hire up to come in and take care of business.
He nodded. That might be the case of why I hired up when the Fenolis came in.
Yeah, so the last thing we need for them is to expand to here. So this is really bad. So I'll reach out to some contacts in the U.S. and see if I can maybe dig up a little more information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know like what city he's from or what city he operates out of?
I just know he's based out of the U.S.
Hmm.
and
Could
they've
be
looked
any
to
city.
expand here in Australia, and I'm not down with that. So
Hey,
I'd probably tell you, but I don't remember either.
I'll have to
it's perfect then.
keep a closer eye on my area.
I don't think anybody really knows yet in his circle that Billy is no longer in charge.
Whose circle?
Billy's circle, his
Billy
area.
Circle is
It just seemed pretty surprising that. And well, Mickey basically said that he just sort of came in unexpectedly and just sort of cleaned house.
Well, that would be Billy's circle, right?
yeah. Billy
Yeah.
Circle is swimming with the fishes.
Yeah. Well, anybody who could possibly be linked to his circle.
Yeah.
But I mean, it sounds callous, but that's not our problem, right?
No, I
So,
don't
this
disagree.
whole crime family is a crime family. This is what they
It's
do.
sort of expected.
We only need to worry about whether or not he knows about the book, and therefore us and Sarah.
I
or-
wouldn't be surprised if he found out sooner rather than later if we're
Well,
linked
he's going to let us know. If he knows, he's going to
he
come.
was kind enough to come by and give me a heads up.
So
I'm talking about Finoli, not Mickey.
Mickey.
so expect Mr. Finoli to show up here. All right.
Possibly.
That's what I'm saying. If he does, then we know we have a problem. But if we're under his radar, if he doesn't know about, I mean, we are kind of extenuating circumstances here. If he doesn't know, he won't show, and we go
Billy,
on.
Mickey seemed to think that it's only a matter of time, which I agree with.
Yeah, I'm not saying
He's
we
still
don't.
looking for what Billy was and tying up a loose end like that. Would not surprise me in the least if he made his way here at some point.
Hey, Finoli's going to have to get a lay of the land for Australia.
Well, I mean, it's not hard. It's Google Satellite. You can just literally do that and see what's what. I mean,
I'm more meaning
it's
on.
easy to find out a layout of the area, but based on the fact that Billy's goons didn't find anything here, I'm hoping buys us some time. But I know that Sarah has a connection to here because of her visit a year ago plus. So I wouldn't be surprised if I see a visit from somebody within his party.
Well, let's just be ready for if and when that happens.
Yeah.
Hey,
And that's all we can really do right now.
I know.
Except maybe if we get on, some more of these fights, we won't be here when he shows
Well,
up.
I mean, we did just do a really good job with the last tournament. I know some of us lost a couple things, but this actually did open up quite a bit of opportunities for us to get signed on permanently with the management group and to get into a tournament before the Firelight tournament. So that's the road that we're on at the moment as far as our campaign is concerned, our fighting campaign.
Joseph nods, but why I'm more concerned is if this Finoli line had came out, he's going to have his own little bodyguards.
Yeah, I know. Apparently, he's got a couple, 2 or 3 female specialty bodyguards. I am not sure though who those are.
Uh-oh.
And that worries me because he's going to send them out to do his dirty work and
Maybe,
not himself.
but you know what? I believe in you guys, and you guys are badass. So, yeah, and she's gonna look at you pointedly for laughing at that. You know what?
He salutes. Very, very inspiring.
If I don't try to believe in something, then nothing's gonna be believed in. Like, I just gotta do something. All right. I've seen you guys fight. You are very well accomplished, and frankly, I'm very grateful for the fact that you're here. So,
Hey, it's no problem.
So yeah. So basically, I probably should go have a conversation with Amy.
And your phone starts
Maybe
to
you
ring.
Oh dang. Okay.
Uh,
Caller ID is a number that I recognize. No.
No, but it looks like a number you just recently called.
Okay. So in America area code.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll
So
ask them about the cannolis.
I've got to take this. I'll be back. But that's where we're at for now. So she'll get up and just step away to the corner of the room where the vending machine is or something.
Okay.
Hello.
This is Clay. You called?
Clay. Thank you. I appreciate you reaching out. The reason I'm calling is because Jen gave me your info. You helped her uncle out in finding a certain individual. And I was wondering if you could possibly help me with something similar.
What's the nature of the issue?
We believe that an investigation here in Australia was basically set up or tampered with concerning the death of two individuals, and she'll give the names of the individuals. And we believe that the investigator who originally was assigned the case was basically doing a cover up.
And
And
what's the expected conditions you're looking for in this instance? Are you trying to expose somebody? Are you just trying to find something out?
both. Okay. I really don't feel comfortable talking about this over the phone. However, does the name Billy Walker sound familiar, or the Finoli family?
The Finoli family does, yes.
Well, out here in the outback, we believe that, or I believe that Billy Walker, who was here on the contract of the Finoli family, were responsible for the death of Sarah, blah, 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 and I'll just say the names. Sarah, I forget, Sarah Miller, I think her name is. Sarah Miller's parents, because of some information that he might have known related to a black book of sorts.
All right.
Some new information came through tonight, though, that Billy Walker, who is the individual that was basically here on behalf of the Finoli family, was recently taken out, and Nicholas Finoli has taken over his affairs here. So my understanding is that he is taking out other of Walker's loyalists. And I wanted to find somebody that was not known out here to help investigate a little bit about the circumstances surrounding the death of her parents and what additional information they might have known related to that would have caused their deaths. I fully believe that it was constructed by Walker's associates, and the investigator that was overseeing the case, I have suspicions that he or she may not be around anymore.
All right. So it sounds like we're dealing with organized crime, wrongful death, and some other miscellaneous issues regarding money, which understandable.
Yes.
So I will be in Australia, or I will be in Sydney within about the next 18 hours. So we can discuss that then.
I appreciate your quickness to this, and just let me know what your fee is. Jen pointed me to you because you were so successful with her father, and we go way back. So I appreciate any help you could provide.
My retainer's already being paid. That's understandable, but thank you.
Oh, well, thank you anyway. So, all right, I will. I'll see you here, and she'll give. I don't know if you've been to the ranch before, but just in case, here's the address.
I've been supplied with that information.
Okay. Well, thank you. I will arrange for a driver to pick you up at the airport.
That would be
you already have
appreciated.
arrangements. Okay. Will do. Does he give her the flight info as far as like when he's coming in?
He'll give it to you when he has it.
Okay. So cool. All right. Then after she'll hang up, she will, when she gets that info, she will reach out to can't remember his name. Her handy dandy staple man.
Digger.
Digger, thank you.
Digger.
Thank you. I don't have any of my
Staple
notes here.
Poor guy.
We'll reach out to Digger, say, hey, we need to arrange a ride for Deacon Clay. He's coming here to help investigate some things for me.
Okay. He says, sure. No problem. Once we have the information, I'll go to the airport to pick him up.
I appreciate it. So, yeah. And then after that, she'll wander off to she will actually reach out or go to Amy.
Okay. Well, it's evening time at this point, so Amy's probably just in her room
Okay.
watching some
If
TV.
anything, I'll basically I just want to have a brief conversation with her to just sort of update her on the basics of the situation. So just basically bullet point it in that I still feel that you're safe here, but just want to let you know what's happening. I've got an investigator coming. I trust them explicitly or implicitly. And basically we're going to go from there. Your identity is still concealed.
She says, I don't have anywhere else to go, but okay, thank you. It's appreciated you keep me in the loop.
Absolutely. So that's it for me as far as that. And then I don't know what else you guys are doing.
Probably finishing up dinner, headed off to bed.
Okay.
I will inform at dinner, I guess, that I have Deacon Clay coming tomorrow. He's one of the investigators that I was talking about that helped Jen out. And so they'll be here tomorrow.
Cool.
Fair enough.
And he's already on retainer, by the way, so there isn't no cost at the moment that I'm aware of.
Who's paying his retainer?
Jen's uncle.
Ah, okay.
So that's it.
Okay. And that is where we're going to end for the night as we get everything set up for the beginning of season 1. Ba-ba-bum.
Yeah.
Not that I am going to give much away because I know Mike isn't going to know who these people are. But the other two characters that are his right and left hand are two of the other characters from that same game.
I was going to ask if it was like Nancy and Shannon.
It's actually Nancy and Courtney.
Courtney.
Yeah.
Cool.
So good
Yay.
call.
Nancy lived on.
Yeah. And just to throw this one out there as well, the investigator that's coming out to help is Dale's old character. Not that Mike knows who that is, but the other people know that.
Oh God, I forgot about him.
Yep.
Period. Like I don't even. Dang. Okay. I think I only played with Dale very briefly.
Yeah, we played when you guys were living still at Fountains in the Green,
Oh.
across from the main office.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I totally forgot about that. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny because like yeah, you said the name and it like rung a bell, and I'm like, oh, I know this character, but I forgot he was mine.
Great.
but I
Now we're dealing with your shit.
well the thing, so I built him. That like you saw the sheet that I had back then.
I can only imagine how Jerome improved it.
Essentially, I built him to not fight. You know, he had Kabaddi and he had like a wicked fireball. But other than that, yeah, I had the other characters in the campaign to fight for me.
Wow.
Like if you actually got through them, I'd hit you with a, you know, whatever it is, plus 16 fireball.
Jeez.
But
nuts.
otherwise, you know, he didn't deal with anything.
And and for one more piece of trivia, and this is just obviously for the people that would know this, I think it's probably only Rachel. But Jen's uncle is William McLean.
That's what I thought. I totally couldn't place the name. I thought as much. So cool. So he's on retainer. I mean, I'm fine with that. His uncle,
a bunch of throwbacks for the people who might know it, might not know it. Yes, and Nancy, of course, is no longer with us, so that was kind of a way for me to reincorporate her. She has another character that's floating around out here that has not come up just yet, but will be at some point. Definitely slated. We came close to encountering another one tonight in passing, but I opted to hold that one back.
I'm worried if we run into Khan.
Oh, dang.
If he shows up in a tournament, I'm just going to be like, you win, just fucking.
Nope, I'm going down with a fight.
He was my animal hybrid with all 6s in physical attributes.
Ooh, ouch.
All 6s. Wow.
Well, because with animal hybrid, you can go up to 6 on the normal scale.
Oh.
So he was 666, and I think I know he had Dragon Punch. I forget what else he had. I'm sure Jerry has the sheet. But
actually, I don't anymore. But the big move that you had, before that was Pounce.
Yeah, I mean, I was using Power Uppercut like a madman because I didn't have Dragon Punch at character creation. So I'd Power Uppercut everybody I could. But
I gotta get going.
Okay, so at any rate, yep. So we are going to go. The next game for everything is So our next game is this Saturday, which is Ashland by Night Blood Ties, which starts at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then again, next week is Ashland by Night, our regular vampire game, which is on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's going to be the kickoff of our fundraising. And then again, our Marvel Superheroes game at 6 p.m. on the 3rd. So thank you guys all for tuning in and hanging out with us. And I hope you guys have a good night. Good night.
Night.
There we go.